From the darkness comes the light. Surah 24, Holy Quran, Al-Nur, the light. I am the Rastafari. I told Ayman I. All right. If we look close at the light, there's a reason we call it the light. If we look above the symbol or around the symbol of open eyes, where my talking stick is, we will see a hood. Many of you are hoodwinked. You can see the shoulders. The Anunnaki is most sufficient. Allah is. So we see the head and the hood. So the initiate, you are hoodwinked. I will lift the hood that you see the light, becoming one with the force itself. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself. At this time, we call it the Holy Master Blaster Jamming. This discourse is called The Light, Word, Sound, and Power, the Revolution, the turn of the Rastafari, the revolution of the Rastafari, or the evolution, the evolution of the Rastafari. This is the Rastafari revolution. I am your brother, the Rastafari, Ital Ayman I, the New Age or the Aquarian Master. If we count the inches on the right side of the compass and the square, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Therefore, we have 12 inch marks on each side, 5 IE, but we're going to, all the marks, 12 on this side, 12 on the left side, equals the number 24. Brothers know, who are initiates, know that this symbol, compass and square, of the ancient order is called light. 24 is the obvious meaning. The light, al-nur, it is coded in life, coded in Holy Quran. The meaning that is hidden, this leg of the compass, the right leg of the compass, symbolizes 1, and the other leg on the left side symbolizes 1. So instead of 12 marks on the right side, we have 13. 2 times 13 is 26. And if we go to Surah 26 of Holy Quran, we will find the poets. And the poets is the revelation of the code 13 of Holy Quran. It shows you who are the poets. The poets are the prophets. And we will reveal that wisdom to you in our discourse called Light, the revolution, i.e. light, word, sound, power, the evolution of the Rastafari at its 82 years in existence upon orb-ship Earth. This is an advertisement for the light, the holy book of wonder. 32 years in the writing. I am the Rastafari poet. Ital Ayman I. Yes, I.
The Master Blaster Jamming is the Adhan. The solution to our problem is the message in the music. The solution to our problem is the message in the music of the 7 major prophets. We must pay homage and tribute to the major prophets, i.e. poets, to fulfill the message in the music and the Holy Book of Wonder. The Holy Book of Wonder is the book all need to read and fast. It took 36 years in the writing. All truly concerned must inquire and or buy the Holy Book of Wonder, for time is running out on us. The archetypal concert would take much more time than we have left. And some would say, if you have not gotten it together in the past 36 years, why do you think it can now happen in less than 9 months? My answer is, this is not business as normal, as usual. For all the elements are in place like a 3D printer, all can be assembled in time. Fact is, it has to be, because our existence here on planet Earth depends on it. We are at the time of Noah and his boat Agag. I have sent out important communiques to key people to have no response, which lets me know most black people have become cowards and backwards. But yet I have faith just as Noah did in that time. Some will survive. Many of our prophets have died, starting all the way back to Nat Turner, Sojourner Truth, and all those people. Will we sit back and let it be known that they all died in vain? Let me introduce you to the 7 major prophets. Most of them are dead. Bob Marley, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Maurice White of Earth, Wind and Fire, George Clinton, Frankie Beverly of Maze, Lee Scratch Perry. Let me read something to you to prove my point of the prophets. From the Age of Reason by Thomas Paine, Part 1, Section 5. There is not throughout the whole book called Bible any word that describes to us what we call a poet, nor any word that describes what we call poetry. The case is that the word prophet, to which latter times have affixed a new idea, was the Bible word for poet. And the word prophesying meant the art of making poetry. It has also meant the art of playing poetry to a tune upon an instrument of music. We read of prophesying with pipes, tabrets, and horns, of prophesying with harp, with psaltery, with cymbals. Yes, you are now in tune. On the one, the force itself. At this time, we call it the Holy Master Blaster Jamming, and with other instruments of music. Then in fashion. Were we not to speak of prophesying with a fiddle or with a pipe and tabor, the expression would have no meaning or would appear ridiculous. And so some people, contemptuous, because we have changed the meaning of the word. We are told of Saul being among the prophets, and also that he prophesied. But we are not told what they prophesied, nor what he prophesied. The case is, there was nothing to tell. For these prophets were a company of musicians and poets, and Saul joined in the concert, and this was called prophesying. The account given of this affair in the book called Samuel is that Saul met a company of prophets, a whole company of them, coming down with a psaltery, a tabret, a pipe, and a harp, and that they prophesied, and that he prophesied with them. But it appears afterward that Saul prophesied badly. That is, he performed his part badly. For it is said that an evil spirit from God came upon Saul, and he prophesied. Now, were there no other passage in the book called Bible than this to demonstrate to us that we have lost the original meaning of the word prophecy and substituted another meaning in its place? This alone would be sufficient, for it is impossible to use and apply the word prophecy in the place it is here used and applied, if we give to it the sense which latter times have affixed to it. The manner in which it is here used strips it of all religious meanings, and shows that a man might then be a prophet, or he might prophesy, as he may now be a poet or a musician, without any regards to the morality or immorality of his character. The word was originally a term of science, promiscuously applied to poetry and to music, and not restricted to any subject upon which poetry and music might be exercised. Deborah and Barak are called prophets, not because they predicted anything, but because they composed the poem or song that bears their name in celebration of an act already done. David is ranked among the prophets, for he was a musician and was also reputed to be, though perhaps very erroneously, the author of the Psalms. But Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are not called prophets. It does not appear from any accounts we have that they could either sing, play music, or make poetry. We are told of the greater and the lesser prophets. They might as well tell us of the greater and lesser God. For there cannot be degrees in prophesying consistently with its modern sense, but there are degrees in poetry, and therefore the first.
Not for money shall we think outside of the box. We should think outside of the box at this time. I have published 6 books since the dawn of the age of Aquarius. One I call the heartbeat of my work. Some might call the magnum opus. Is a holy book of wonder. This is of the art of the Rastafari. I, inviting you to think outside of the box, inviting you to the light. The Holy Book of Wonder is a project this year of 32 years. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught the Nation of Islam to do for self. Under the subtle teachings of the Emperor Haile Selassie I, conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, earth's rightful ruler, we the Rastafari, credit unto him by his subtle majesty, learn to do for ourselves. self-determination made it happen. The Holy Book of Wonder is a revelation of our time. It is the evolution of our time. We don't have big publishing companies to advertise for us and say, buy this man's book. But the Holy Book of Wonder is not the most important book of the New Age. It is one of them. It took 32 years in the making. It is about an endeavor, you have heard me speak of it over the years, to promote the grand concert on a level higher than Woodstock. We're talking about higher grounds, higher than Woodstock 69. We reveal the message in the music. We reveal the message of the poets, i.e., as we have learned, the poets are the prophets. Thomas Paine, the great British revolutionary, in his work revealed to us that there was no word in Bible time they could use for poets, so they used prophets. So, in order for there to be the change that we all sought or looked for when 12/21/2012 came, we must have the Master Blaster jamming. As Bob Marley says, we must fulfill the book. The Holy Book of Wonder is complete. Volume 1 is complete. We ask you not wait for the establishment to tell you to buy the book. As a rapper say, I'm not going to say that, but you know, we all know that when persons advertise, it is a form of begging, it is a form of asking for support. Okay? So the white man is not telling you to do it, and you people that are conscious know what I mean by that. I don't mean no harm by saying it, but I'm just saying we don't really do anything until the establishment, we call the man back in the 60s, and we're referring to the white man, the people that control everything. So don't wait on him to tell you to buy the book. Step outside of the box, Chaco Canyon. Step outside of the box. Buy the Holy Book of Wonder and align yourself with the enigma of the age of Aquarius. The Holy Book of Wonder, after 32 years, is here. You are now in tune. On the one, the force itself. At this time, we call it the Holy Master Blaster Gem. And I'm your brother, the Chilam Bilam, New Age messenger of this time. One love.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. When the event comes to pass, there is no belying its coming to pass, abasing some, exalting others. When the earth is shaken with a severe shaking, and the mountains are crumbled to pieces, so they are as scattered dust, and you are three sorts. So those on the right hand, how happy are those on the right hand? And those on the left, how wretched are those on the left? And the foremost are the foremost. These are drawn nigh to Allah in gardens of bliss, a multitude from among the first, and a few from among those of latter times, on thrones enwrought, reclining on them, facing each other. Round about them will go youths, never altering in age, with goblets and ewers and a cup of pure drink. They are not affected with headaches thereby, nor are they intoxicated. And fruits that they choose, a flesh of fowl that they desire, and pure, beautiful ones, like two hidden pearls, a reward for what they did. They hear therein no vain or sinful talk, but only sayings, peace, peace, salam alaikum, assalamu alaikum. And those on the right hand, how happy are those on the right hand, amid thornless lotus trees, and clustered banana trees, and extensive shade, and water gushing, and abundant fruits, neither intercepted nor forbidden, and exalted couches. Surely we have created them a new creation, so we have made them virgins, loving, equal in age. For those on the right hand, a multitude from among them, from among the first, and a multitude from among those of latter times. And those on the left hand, how wretched are those on the left hand, in hot wind and boiling water, and shadow of black smoke, neither cool nor refreshing. Surely they lived before that in ease, and they persisted in the great violation. And they used to say, when we die and become dust and bone, shall we then indeed be raised? Or our fathers of yore say, the ancients and those of latter times will surely be gathered together for the appointed hour of a known day. Then shall you, O you who err and deny, eat of the tree of Zakum, and fill your bellies with it. Then drink after it of boiling water, and drink as drinks the thirsty camel. This is their entertainment on the day of requital. We have created you. Why do you not then accept? See you that which you emit? Is it you that create it, or we, the creators? We have ordained death among you, and we are not to be overcome, that we may change your state and make you grow into what you know not. And certainly you know the first growth. Why do you not then mind? See you what you sow? Is it you that cause it to grow? Or are we the causers of growth? If we pleased, we would make it chaff. Then would you lament? Surely we are burdened with debt. Nah, we are deprived. See you the water which you drink? Do you bring down from the clouds, or are we the bringers? If we pleased, we could make it salty. Why give you not thanks? See you the fire which you kindle? Is it you that produce the trees for it, or are we the producers? We have made it a reminder and an advantage for the wayfarers of the desert. So glorify the name of thy Lord, the incomparable great. But nah, I swear by the revelation of portions of the Quran, and it is a great oath indeed, if you knew. Surely it is a bounteous Quran, in the book that is protected, which none touches save the purified ones, a revelation from the Lord of the worlds. Is it this announcement that you disdain? Is it this announcement that you disdain, and make your denial your means of sustenance? Why is it not then that when it comes up to your throat, and you at that time look on, and we are nearer to it than you, but you see not? While then, if you are not held under authority, do you not send it back if you are truthful? Then if he is one of those drawn nigh to Allah, then happiness and bounty and in a garden of bliss. And if he is one of those who on the right hand, then peace to thee from those on the right hand. And if he is one of the rejectors, the erred ones, he has an entertainment of boiling water and burning in hell. Surely this is a certain truth. So glorify the name of thy Lord, the incomparable great. You're now in tune. On the one, the force itself. At this time, we call it the Holy Master Blaster Jamming. Bismillah, Irrahman, Irrahim. I am your brother, the Rastafari. Itol, Ayman, yes, I. Rastafari.